Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. And down there is Miss Twinkle Toes herself, Miss Lily Bell, who's just sprawled right out there. And Jonah is in his hut. I don't think he wants to come out. I put Lily Bell out at 2 o'clock this morning. And Jonah wanted out, and he didn't want in. So I just closed the door, turned off the light, went back to bed. he was ready to come in this morning. He was not a happy camper. So he's basically been giving me the cold paw. So this is ET Tuesday. And yes, I've been working on this all week, so it's not really. But yeah, grab your European town or whatever you're working on and come and join me, and we will stitch. So it's snowing outside, hopefully not too much. I'm going to go out later and brush Susie off because we're going tomorrow to Portage. And what I'm hoping to maybe do is I'm praying that this uploads fast. Fast for me is like a couple of hours. But anyway, so I might do another video and then just post it tomorrow when I get down to Portage. So I'll try anyways. We'll see what happens. If not, I can post it later on in the day. So yeah. So I'm praying and praying and praying here that we don't get too much snow. Because I don't need my driveway blocked with snow. And, yeah, so I'll probably drive down there. I'm going to go and pick Juliet up in the morning. We have to leave by 8. So I'll be over at her place. And then we'll drive. And then I have to get gas tomorrow. Gas here has gone up to $1.55, $1.56 a liter. Like, it's outrageous. It is just outrageous. Yeah. So as you can see here, I finished up this dark brown, and now I'm working on this blue. It's like an ice blue. And I guess that's what it's supposed to be. And, oh dear. And I'm working here on, I guess it's the house, the cottage here. I guess it's, I don't know if it's shadowing or it's, I don't think it's snow, because this isn't a winter one. But yeah, so I am just busy working on this. I happened to listen to Coast to Coast last night, and on the 10th of February they had this guy on, and he does Bible prophecy. And he is thinking that all this here with Russia and Ukraine is going to spill over into the rest of the world, and especially the U.S. And if the U.S. gets hit, we will get hit. Because we've got a lame duck PM by the name of JT who, if something happens, do you think he'll enact the Emergencies Act for, WAR? Probably not. But against the truckers, yeah. Yeah. Those are homegrown terrorists. I think you can kind of get. I think you can kind of figure that one out. Yeah, just think. Heroes to zeros. Yeah, that's terrible. And this Emergencies Act is basically what in the States you would call martial law. Okay, so just let that sink in for a minute. Martial law. Okay, it may have a name like emergency, and you think, oh, well, that's tame and everything else. But in fact, it is martial law. Okay, so they have the right to seize bank accounts, withhold payments, seize insurance on vehicles, shut down businesses. Like, he must be running so scared. And I just hope that the rest of the liberals there that they just cut their losses and get out, because if he goes down, he's going to take you all down with him. He's going to blame you all, so I think the mayors and premiers and all that need to really distance themselves from him. Otherwise, you're going to all be lumped in together. And I think if you've supported him in any way, then, yeah, I think you've forgotten who pays your salaries and who got you where you are, So, like somebody was saying there this morning, there's 300 of you government officials. And 32 million of us. So, that's a small number of people to be wielding such power and control. Yeah. I think that a lot of people are just shaking their heads. And I hope that government leaders around the world just give him a cold shoulder. Don't get lumped in with him. He's turned this peaceful, loving country of ours into a dictatorship. And that's it. I was thinking last night that he reminds me so much of the way that Hitler was. And believe me, growing up, my father used to play records of Hitler's speeches. And, he'd have that booming around the house and everything else, and it was just like, oh my gosh. Just terrible. And if any of you know your history, you know that lots and lots of governments around the world praised him. Even the monarchy in England praised him. And, you know, it's just so many. I think Canada there, I don't know who it was that was in power then, but I'm not sure though. That I'm not sure of. But I know that the U.S. did. Who was it? Truman, I think. But I think you get the picture. So, yes, we are definitely turning into a POLICE state. Absolutely, we are. And that's shameful. And people will just they'll just sit in their houses and go, oh, well, that's over there. That hasn't got anything to do with us here. And, oh, this will all be over soon. And, you know, the truckers are so bad and so evil. That's why they've got all their kids there and bouncy castles and Canadian flags and singing "O Canada" and feeding the homeless. And, yeah, it's very much a dangerous group of people. So, shameful, shameful, shameful. Absolutely shameful. So, but anyway, okay, let's go on. Now, I've had two people express interest in my pandemic. One is Deborah, and the other one, forgive me, I can't remember. Would you please contact me again that you said that you would be interested? I forgot to mark your name down, and it's gone. It's, yeah, the comment disappeared. So, just let me know. It's, she's got like a German name. And, it's, I don't know what it is. Something, I don't know, Giesman, Sussman, something. I don't know. Something. Whatever. And I think her first name is Susan. I don't know. My memory isn't good at the best of times. So yeah, I was surprised yesterday when I did my video that I did 30 minutes and it uploaded like, wow, it still took an hour and a half or an hour, which isn't bad. Now, I don't know what's going to happen today because of the snow. I'm just not sure. So, but, yeah, so, otherwise, not much else is happening. I watched, Laura's live, and I watched, so Laura from Stitchin' with Laura, and Natalia, Lovecraft Forever. Ouch. And, after this is loaded, I am going to listen to my audiobook. So I'm going to do, come on. Oh, will you shut off? There. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I'm just going to listen to my audiobook. I have to go out later and sweep off Susie because I want to do that here today rather than in the morning, because I don't think I want to be outside there for long. I just want to go outside there and basically start Susie, and that's it. I see all the cattle haulers are taking cattle up to the Ashern cow auction, beef auction, or whatever. Cattle auction. That's it. Cattle auction. So, yeah, because the auction is today. So they've been going pretty steady. But, yeah. So you've been showing a lot of your ET. And, oh my gosh, it's just looking gorgeous. Just beautiful. So, I don't know how long I will do this where I'm working on this every day, but I will be, probably after a while, I'll go back and just work one day. But we'll see what happens. And so yeah, it's coming. It's a slow go, but I'm getting there. My house is getting there. I have to go and look here on my the actual pattern, because I don't know if there's two different colors here, because one looks like it's kind of like diagonal lines, and then the others look solid, but I'll have to see. I'll look at the actual chart. And that, so, but yeah, otherwise, not, oh, sorry. This is down lower, so oh, somebody was asking here, I think it was the same lady. She was asking here to show how I stitch. Okay, so let me pull. Here, I think I've got some thread here. Okay. All right. Oh, this is a rat's nest. And that's putting it mildly. Come on. There, okay. And I'm going to use this thread, and I will work on a piece down here, okay? So I will show you how I stitch. Now on 14 count, okay, this only works for 14 because you use 2 strands, or if you use 4 strands, whatever, okay? But it doesn't work with 3 strands. That's a different method. But I'm going to show you here the loop method, okay? If you don't know this already. So you have 1 strand of floss. You put the 2 cut ends together. You go, see here how there is, you end up with a loop on this end. So then I take my needle threader and I hook onto it and pull it through. And I have the looped end longer than the cut ends. Then I will start, I'll go on the one side. Come on. Oh, there. Alrighty. So there, and then I put it down. So I do just one arm, and then I pull it, and then you see where this loop is. See, it's right there. I put the other end through, and that secures it. So that saves one knot or extra threads or whatever. Okay, so then I complete my X like that, and then I will go over. So you see here I'm going right beside, and then I do a complete X. Okay, go like that. Okay, so now say if I want to go up, then I do a half stitch. Okay. Got my arthritis is acting up in my thumb right here. Okay. So it makes it a little bit hard to do this. It's hurting. No doubt because of the weather. Okay. So say I've done my 4. Okay, and that's what I need there. Then I come down and I just go down like that. This is also considered stitching on top. Okay. One-handed stitching. Okay, so then say I'm going to go down. No, let's go across here. Let's do 2 across. We'll make a cross. Okay. Like that. All right. So then you finish there and say I want to go down here. So it's, I just go like that. And then I will start here and I will go down. And it really minimizes your movements. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Okay. And then if I turn it over here, you see how nice and neat it looks. Right? So then if I was to finish it off, I would go underneath here and go back down this way and snip it off. Okay. So, but that's basically that stitching on top. And if you want to stitch in hand, all you have to do is you can either go like this, and you see here where my little bit of tension is, okay? So it's not floppy, right? Like I use my fingers to stabilize it. So see? Okay. So my thumb here to where I'm going to be stitching, my finger here so that when the needle goes down, I can roll it against my finger, whatever way, and that prevents it so that you don't go like straight down, right? So this would be the the tautness of the that you would find using a hoop or frame or Q-snap or whatever. Okay, but as you can see, it doesn't matter how loose the fabric gets. I can still hold enough tension here. Okay. Now, if you would like to see more of this, I can do just an ordinary video where I'm showing you again how I do this. And I can do this with 2 strands or 3 strands, okay, as to how I start. Okay. So it's not much, it's not, you know, it's easy. It's easy to do once you get into doing it, you know. So, but you have to try and find that happy medium. Like, you don't want so tight that you're, see how it's also tight here? No, you want it, because then that puts strain here on the tendons here in your wrist. So I just have it so that my hand is basically loose, but it's holding this little bit of fabric where I'm working a little bit taut, and my finger is underneath it to stabilize it. Okay. So, but if you'd like to know more, please just add a message down below, and I'm more than happy and willing to show you again how I start, how I finish, how I work with 2 threads versus 3 threads, and that kind of stuff. And it really does speed up your stitching. I can really attest to that. It really makes stitching go a lot faster, you know, and it's so much less injurious to your shoulders and your hands and your wrists. Because I don't know about you, but if I had to hold onto a hoop or hold onto a Q-snap or something like that, my hand would get very sore and very tired. And I can't do that. I can't take the weight of it. So, you know, so I just fell in love with stitching in hand. So anyway, so I guess that's it. I better go before my alarm rings off for my meds, and also that I run out of time here. So if you really like my channel, thank you so very much. Please comment down below. Please give me a thumbs up. I welcome any and everyone that are stitching, diamond painting, craft related. Please tell your friends about me. Like and share my videos. Bring more people. The more the merrier. So I'm only 5 off from 300. Yes, yes, yes. So, alrighty. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Miss Twinkle Toes, Miss Lily Bell, and Jonah in his hut as well. So, I'm not sure what's happening tomorrow, but we'll see. And we'll see what happens, and I'll let you all know on the Facebook page, which is Stitching in the Interlake. So you can come over there, and I'll let you know what's happening. So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow or whenever, God willing. God bless you.
Bye. Toodaloo.